Hello, good morning to you all. This is yours truly, Patrick Ocheni, coming to you guys live with another Q&A. First of all, before we get started, I just want to express to you guys how excited I am to be in front of you today. All right. For the last week, I lost my voice. I couldn't speak very clearly. So, I've been kind of like, under the covers, trying to recover, so to speak. All right. So I cannot express to you how excited I am to have my voice back. All right. So I want to say a big thank you to all those people that reached out to me and said, Patrick, we are wishing you well. All right. So now, with that being said, friends, today we're going to answer another question. All right. And that is, this question was sent in by Marissa. So Marissa, I want to give a big shout out to you. I want to say thank you, Marissa, for sending this question. Because guess what? If you had this question, there's a huge likelihood somebody else has a similar question. All right. So what is today's question? Very simply, she says, when I work out, why does the scale say that I'm gaining weight? Once again, I'm going to read that question from Marissa, which is, when I work out, why does the scale say that I'm gaining weight? All right. So here's the thing, Marissa. This is a common question among women. All right. Now, I'm guessing if you're talking about why is the scale saying I'm gaining weight, so it tells me, if I were to read in between the lines, that you are trying to lose weight. Correct? All right. I'm probably right that assumption. Here's the thing you've got to realize. Now, without knowing intimately your unique situation, all the answers to your unique situation, all right? Here's what I'm going to ask. The first thing I want to know, Marissa, is, well, how long have you been working out? Okay, so the first question is, how long have you been working out? Okay, so that is the first question I want to know, that I'm going to have to ask you is, how long have you been working out? Because in actuality, it is possible, if you've been working out long enough, and if you lift heavy weights, if you're a power lifter, for example, all right, it is possible that you do way more than you did before you started working out. All right, so that's the first question. How long have you been working out? Now, you have to remember, Marissa, that muscle is more dense than fat. All right, muscle is more dense than fat. What does that mean? Muscle occupies less space, all right, but it has a higher density. So what does that mean? That means that, in essence, it weighs more than fat. All right, that's what that means. It takes up less space, but it weighs more than fat in terms of density. All right, so if your goal is to lose weight, all right, and you are working out, Marissa, one thing you have to do is keep that in mind. Okay, keep that in mind. All right, so so that way, with that being said, a scale might not be the best way to measure your progress. All right. So if you've been working out for at least 90 days, and you've been doing so correctly, and you've been lifting heavy weights, you're getting stronger, there is a possibility that you weigh more. But if you're trying to reduce body fat, reduce inches, those are the things you should be focusing on. Now, here's the thing though. We want to make sure that, yes, Marissa, you are gaining the right kind of weight, okay? So we don't want to deceive ourselves in thinking, oh yeah, I'm lifting weights, I'm working out. Yes, muscle is more dense than fat. So yes, I'm getting the right kind of weight. No, you do not want to deceive yourself. And a great way that I recommend to my clients to determine whether or not they are getting the right kind of weight is to look at your inches. Okay, so I'm going to write that down real quick. So look at your inches. So let's say on day one, you started working out. And let's just put some numbers around this, okay? Let's say on day one, you started working out, and your waist size, for simplicity's sake, is 30 inches. All right, 30 inches. Now, let's say you also weigh, so waist size is 30 inches. Let's say your weight, though, is 150 pounds. Let's just say, for example, okay, now on day 90, so let's say, so this is day 1. On day 90, let's say now your new waist size is, let's just say 24 inches. Let's just say, this is an example, okay? But on day 90, your new weight is 155 pounds, okay? So, yes, you've gained weight in this scenario, but your inches have gone down. That is a huge indicator that the weight you've gained is the right kind of weight. So in this case, you have increased your muscle mass, but the beauty about increasing muscle mass and the exciting thing about getting muscle is what? Muscle occupies less space, which is why your waist size has what? Gone from 30 inches to 24 inches, right? Even though, Marissa, your weight has gone up. All right, so the thing I would like for you to focus on, Marissa, instead is not on how much weight is showing up on the scale, but rather how your inches are measuring. If your inches are going down, it's a strong indicator that guess what? You, Marissa, are losing body fat. All right, does that make sense? If that makes sense, Marissa, all right, I want to make sure that when you're watching this video, if you're not live with me right now, type in the comment section below, makes sense, because I want to make sure that this stuff resonates with you. You understand, because this is a common question among a lot of women. They want to know, well, am I heading the right direction as I start to working out? Because I do not want you to get discouraged from working out. Working out is the best thing, Marissa, that you can do for yourself, for your health, in terms of getting stronger, right? And achieving that dream body that you want. So I want to make sure you stay encouraged in that sense. Now, with that being said, Marissa, here's the thing though. We want to make sure, that we're not gaining the wrong kind of weight. So like I said, if on the other hand, your weight went up, so let's say scenario number 2, let's say on day 1, your waist size was 30 inches and your body weight was 150 pounds. But on day 90, your waist size is still 30 inches, right? And your body weight has gone up to 155, well, that's an indicator that you are gaining the wrong kind of weight. What that means in actuality, theoretically speaking anyway, is that your body fat, all right, your body fat has gone up, okay, has gone up. Which means, unfortunately, Marissa, you are heading not in the right direction. So what does that mean? How do you reverse that? Well, the best way to reverse that is to look at what you're eating. If you're working out regularly, when I say working out, again, we want to specify that we are lifting weights. If you're lifting weights regularly, and you're lifting heavy weights relative to your fitness level, and your body weight is going up and your inches are remaining the same, it tells me we have to look at what you are eating. All right, there's a huge likelihood that you're eating more calories than you are burning. Okay, you're eating more calories than you are burning, essentially. All right, I don't want to simplify the process, but essentially at the end of the day, that is what that means. All right, so we will, in that scenario, Marissa, we'll have to look at, well, what does your nutrition plan look like? What does your nutrition plan look like? Okay, so we want to make sure you're eating the right kind of food to support your training. Now, here's what happens typically. If you are somebody that was totally sedentary, all right, and then you started working out, because of your increased activity, what typically happens is most people tend to eat more. That's normal, that's usual, that's what typically happens early on, all right? So that's why you have to keep track of your progress over time. However, I will not be using the scale as a great way to measure your progress in this scenario, because again, muscle, depending on how long you've been working out, is more dense than fat, which means you could, like I explained earlier, you could be weighing more, but your inches are going down. All right. So what at the end of the day, to wrap this up real quickly, okay? At the end of the day, Marissa, what you should be focused on is, well, are my clothes fitting better? Are my inches, in that sense, are my inches going down? Okay, if that's the case, I will not worry about the scale. You are doing the right things, okay? However, again, like I said, but if the inches are remaining the same or are going up, and your weight is going up, and you're lifting weights, and your goal is to reduce body fat, then we need to look at your nutrition plan, okay? So without knowing exactly what is entailed in your nutrition plan, I can't really talk to that, right? So just in general, that's how you address that question. So once again, the question was, when I work out, why does the scale say that why does the scale say that I'm gaining weight? Okay, well, that's how you would analyze that situation. Okay, so I hope all that makes sense. All right, I try to keep it simple and try to make it as easy to understand and digestible as possible. Okay, so now if you found this information helpful, okay, if you're watching this right now, you found this information helpful, and you like more tips just like this I just gave Marissa, well, guess what? I've got good news for you, okay? So you can visit my website, www.bodybypatrick.com, where I've put together a list of my most top secret weight loss tips for you, right? That you can go ahead and download and utilize to help you achieve your goal, okay? Now, I have to let you know, that page is only going to be up for a certain amount of time. So if you want more tips, just like you've just heard today, on how to lose weight, get in shape, reduce body fat, do so safely, effectively, quickly, and most importantly, do it naturally, okay, and keep off the weight and sustain your result, you want to go to www.bodybypatrick.com right now and download my free resource guide that I have put together exclusively for my audience. Okay, again, that's www.bodybypatrick.com. All right. So, hey guys, I want to thank you once again for listening to me today. I really, really appreciate it. Again, I'm super excited to be back with you guys. I've got my voice back. It's still like not totally 100% there, but I'm so happy. I am far along compared to where I was about a week ago. All right. So my goal is to bring you guys more information like this on a day-to-day basis. So with that being said, if you do have any kind of questions, all right, about getting in shape, losing weight, please feel free to send me those questions. Okay. You can either send them to me via direct message on Facebook, or send them to bodybypatrick@gmail.com, okay? Don't be shy. I'm going to use those questions as topics for my future video presentations, just like I did today with Marissa, okay? And also, if you like this video presentation, do me a favor. Like this video if you're watching on Facebook, all right? Or subscribe. Hit that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. And if you haven't already done so, go ahead, click that bell button. That way, the next time I go live, you will be notified automatically. And if you're on Facebook, if you haven't done so, make sure you like my page. That way, again, the next time I go live, you will be notified automatically, okay? Again, thank you all so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it, all right? This is yours truly, Patrick Ochenny, your trusted fitness expert and advisor. Till the next time I see you again, have yourself a super duper great day. I'll talk to you soon.